Ghost. Photo op, you ain't able to see the whole out there, see you here. They go up there, you see the shorty out there brushing the teeth with a water bottle and then
all right, Shalom. Shalom. Want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakudash.
double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the I can teach about the mind Muhammad as a sincerity and truth. So GMS Dallas, it's camp day. The Lord allowed us another opportunity to come out here and prophesy, man. And what we noticing in the spirit is the pride is on a whole nother level. You know, the Lord set it up to where everybody on the planet, no matter who you are, can say and do whatever they want pretty much. You know, seal your judgment. You hear the prophets of the Lord, you see them out on the highways and the byways, it's only two things can happen. You can either hearken unto what's being said and repent, or you can rebel. We're in a system now where rebellion is at an all-time high. Pride is at an all-time high. They typing it, they speaking it, they recording everything, you see? And at the end of the day, when the Lord says that judgment is coming to the earth, he means it. He's not gonna give you a date. It's just gonna be fast and brutal. You know? You got that second hand?
Hey, but before he does it, he sends his prophets.
That's right. That's right.
You know, before he does the judgment, he sends his prophets. The prophets have been given the task of speaking the end into existence on earth, speaking things into existence. And of course, the Most High spoke Yahweh Shai is the Word, but what follows him? The first fruit spirits. They have the Word. They're tied to the Word. And ultimately, we've been sent here in the latter days to speak the end into existence. That's what Moses did in Egypt. He spoke those plagues. All right? So before the Lord does a duty or something on earth, he tells you he's going to do it.
You know, Amos 3. Yeah, it'll say, surely the Lord's power would do nothing. But he revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. You see? I would say even in Hebrews 1, they tell you that his prophets go all the way back to the time of Adam, man. It's always been something to tell people, no. There's always been wickedness and righteousness. You see? And when it comes to the wickedness, you gotta let the people know what's wicked and what's not. Go ahead.
Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Let's just start verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
That's what I'm saying. That trumpet being blown is the prophets. You see? Telling you what's coming. But they'll tell you, now we want to hear something smooth. No. I don't want to see my grandbabies graduate now. This nigga 3. Right. Go ahead.
Like, you don't give a damn. Like, we got to wait for this nigga to grow up.
Hell no. You know what I'm saying? No. Go ahead.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?
That's what I'm saying. We're telling you what the Lord is going to do. We're telling you that calamity is coming. We're telling you to stop being simple. You see? Go ahead.
Surely the Lord's power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the
Don't
prophets.
say the Lord is fair, man. The Lord is fair. You see? And he don't want the whole world flocking to his prophets like that. You see? Because the judgment is already set up.
Kind. This is 2nd Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
That's what I'm saying. The pride is at an all-time high. You got people that dibble, not only dibble and dabble in wickedness, they saturated in wickedness. And they want you to respect it.
Right.
You know?
And the Lord hates pride. Pride goeth before destruction and before a fall.
That's right. And that's why we continuously say that the left-hand side wants the end of the world just as the right-hand side does. Because it was when you was in the closet doing your BS, you was chilling. But now you want respect for your wickedness. You see?
Right, son.
You know?
And the Lord's putting that spirit of pride on these people so he can be justified when he brings that judgment.
Right.
Can I get this in Genesis?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go back to the Genesis, to the origin. Genesis 6 and 5.
Awesome.
And the Most High saw that wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
That's what I'm saying. That's all people want to do. Bro, everything the Bible say people want to do the opposite. They offended by the Bible, right? Not only do you not believe in it, you don't want to have no part to do with it, but you want to go as far as to rip pages out and talk about how you being set free. Look, this book is for the prophets. Do what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ripping pages out and doing all that. That's not going to stop your judgment.
Well, it's a wicked religion being established in the earth. Satanism. Yep, that's becoming the religion. What is Satanism based on? The adversary to righteousness. Basically, when you get up to that high Masonic order, they live on the philosophy that God's laws are slavery. Basically, that's what the serpent in the garden did.
Right.
He freed the woman from the bounds of order. Basically, do as thou wilt. And that's the philosophy that you see being set up in the planet Earth. Parents don't have rights to tell their children anything. You can't have standards. The only people that have a voice are weirdos and freaks.
Right.
Any straight Israelite man that got an opinion, he's trash. But an alphabet man can have an opinion. A prevailing opinion. He could even speak. All right, he could even change himself to a female and then speak on behalf of females. Right. That's the pride we're dealing with as the elder was going into.
Going to the Supreme Court because they can't compete in women's events, man.
Right.
Let's get to that.
And these niggas be all the way at the front of the race.
Yeah.
Because it's a biological male.
Well, my testosterone levels have been tested.
Nah, man, you tripping.
Man, bro, they got
mental illness.
Also, they letting men beat up women.
Yeah, in the MMA.
You know what I'm saying? They sign up, they sign a contract, they train for months, they're destroyed.
Right. Esau is pushing a death style pretty much. There's an alternative way to live outside of the ways that the Most High set up. Thou shalt not surely die, right? But I'm going to continue on back in Genesis 6:6. It says, and it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth.
And the Lord set that up. He set that up from the foundation. You see, we talk about how the Lord put this movie together. You see? And that's what he did. He set it up for the sons of God to go through this obstacle course to begin forever. You see? And a part of that obstacle course and a part of that movie was going to be the flood. Was going to be the thermonuclear destruction that's prophesied in 2 Peter and amongst other books of the Bible.
Right.
You see? And we living and playing out all these different things. But the pride had to build up. You see? I remember being a kid in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? When you had to be in the closet. Everybody had that suspect uncle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had that suspect auntie.
Classmate.
You know, classmate. All those different things. You see? But now, not only are they out the closet, they're out the closet with pride. You see?
They declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not, like it says in Isaiah, man. Prophecy, you know? Go ahead.
This is, I got something real quick. Isaiah 13:11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
I guess that already happened. No. That's coming, man. Because it's reaching its peak. The wickedness is at its apex. Go ahead.
Right. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
That's what I'm saying. So everybody that's thinking the prophets ain't prophesying the truth, everybody that's pride is on 1 trillion right now. You see? They'll say these women, these men, these children. Bro, the children are our future. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You see that little nigga that's with the next 2 times? I think it's his artist or something. How he be talking? I don't know if you seen that little dude. But yeah, that shows children are completely out of order too, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I got this real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 3:19. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation.
Horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. So the children are our future? I don't think so, man. See, that was another lie y'all was fed. You see, you say the children are our future. You tell them they can be whatever they want. That ain't true. You set them up for failure.
Right.
You see, abortion clinics and all this different stuff, all these different things is happening. So the 144,000 won't be sealed because the scriptures say that they're going to be virgins. Not men that never had sex before. No. It's going to be virgins as far as philosophy is concerned. Right. The Lord gave us a philosophy and we have strayed from it. You see, spiritual virginity.
your mind. So,
You know? That's what I'm saying. They starting these kids. They teaching sex ed in kindergarten now. I remember you had to at least be in the 6th or 7th grade before they started talking about that. You know? And they was perverting it then. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 2:11 in the GNT. It says, a day is coming when human pride will be ended and human arrogance destroyed. Then the Lord alone will be exalted. On that day, the Lord Almighty will humble everyone who is powerful. You know, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. They have the power to put this operation.
Right.
Yeah.
Who is powerful, everyone who is proud and conceited. Yeah, man. So
That haven't happened yet.
yeah.
That has not happened yet. You see, everyone say at the time. I was saying at the time we came in. You know what I'm saying? In the 07, the 08. You know what I'm saying? When the apostles and elders through the Spirit came on to the YouTube. From then to now, we've seen the world completely flip on its head. You know?
Totally different world.
Completely. You know?
Once Obama got in there,
Yeah.
once Obama got in office, America went to shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it was prophesied. You know what I'm saying? Because the skirt is being lifted up. When you take a consensus of all the other nations on what they think about Americans, it's nothing good. It's never anything good. You know?
America is synonymous, when you go to other countries, it's synonymous with proud. They think, oh, these people think their way is the only way.
Yeah. Yeah.
proud to be an American.
I would say, look at them. I would say, look at the pride. Proud to be America. So yeah. All that. Everybody over here fat as hell.
Yeah.
Stupid. You know? People got eyes. Bring out what you got.
Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things that the Lord hates.
That's what I'm saying. The Lord hates things. You see? The Lord has things that he hates just like we do. Okay? Go ahead.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look.
A proud look. That's what I'm saying, man. You got all kind of abominations in charge of things, making executive decisions. You know? Look at the POTUS cabinet. Raging freaks. Go ahead.
A lying tongue. And hands that shed innocent blood.
A lying tongue. A lying tongue. Lying on the prophets, you know? Lying about history, lying about who they are, lying about who you are. Go ahead.
The man of sin.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's the man of sin, so his energy is anti anything that's right. So if you want to know what would Satan do if he was on earth, all you have to do is just look at what the so-called white man's doing. They're liars. Everything that this whole legacy that they've built, America's built upon, is on lies.
Who opposes and exalted himself above all things and above these, he does everything contrary, distinctly and purposely against the Most High.
Thou shalt not surely die,
Yeah,
which is a false way, like
that's right. So again, we always go into that checklist. You know, this man fits the profile of the wicked. It's like that show, you know, listening show, you got it. You gotta kind of go through different clues to figure out who. This man fits all the clues of the murderers.
That's right. Might as well be wearing a hat.
Inquisition is being made.
Yeah.
The Edomite race, the so-called white, they're under investigation by the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the angels, the message on the earth, even from people who don't subscribe to what we believe, is that the system is corrupt. There's a shameful spewing on the legacy of you so-called white people, you Edomites. Right? And everybody is coming to the conclusion that you're the problem.
Right, and then this fool is so proud, the pride is so high that you'll tell us to forget about it and just leave it alone, but you'll make it the blockbuster hit of the fucking year.
Right.
You see? You got slavery movies that's still coming out where you got an all-star cast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, how many more are you gonna make? God damn.
What we supposed to forget though?
Right.
Come on now.
It's like forget it, but we're gonna rub it in your face.
Yeah.
1,000,000 years a slave. That's next. They go to slave 1,000,000 years. Nigga never died. They got this nigga in captivity forever. 1,000,000 years. He
Man.
finally get free.
I'm talking about completely mutilated, but he won't die.
And hands that shed innocent blood. And heart that
That's what I'm saying. The Lord hate hands that shed innocent blood, man. You see? Even though these people went off, you know what I'm saying? They still are considered the innocent, man. In the eyes of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right.
You see? And our blood is constantly being shed, constantly being spilled. You see, when you get into Obadiah, it said Esau shouldn't even looked on our captivity. He shouldn't even looked. But let alone he forwarded it. He continued it. He holds himself not guilty. He speaks loftily. Oh, get over it. Get on. Well, if you take us down, we're just gonna take you back down.
Pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
You know?
You could be in Africa.
Go ahead.
And the heart that devises wicked imagination.
A heart that devises wicked imaginations, man. You see, the scriptures tell you how Esau can't go to bed unless he done did some wickedness, man. Tossing and turning until Jake get killed. You know? And it ain't no shortage of Jake getting smoked. Go ahead.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Uh-huh.
A false witness that speaketh lies.
That's what I'm saying. Feet quick to run the mischief, spreading lies, all these things. The Lord hates that, man. He wrote it. See? So anybody out there telling you that the Lord gonna love you unconditionally, that's BS, man. You see? Everybody's love is conditional except the Lord. You know? There's plenty of things that your woman can do that'll make you leave. There's plenty of things that you can do that'll make your woman leave or that'll make you leave. That's what I'm saying. Unconditional, that don't make no sense. You see?
That's reprobate.
Hell yeah.
There's conditions to love.
Yeah.
You can't say, because what is love? Love is basically fulfillment of the law. You know? So you can't say you love without standards.
Right.
There's conditions to what love is.
Right.
There's no relationship on the planet that doesn't have conditions.
Right.
You love a person because they have a way about them. They go about things. Right? So to say unconditional love is this basically it's really synonymous with do as thou wilt. You do whatever you want and it's okay and you're still good. No,
That's just not true.
Pissing you sink. I love you, man. Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you.
You know?
You know, Jake come pissing you sink. You're
like,
like,
what are you doing, bro?
that's
Not the way.
Right, bro. It's a drug. Good way, huh? Nah, man. There's conditions, bro.
Absolutely not, man. Everybody got deal breakers, man. You know, and the Lord got deal breakers. You see, obedience is better than sacrifice. You know, that was a Saul broke the deal. You know, it was what it was. Go ahead.
And heart, feet that be swift in running to mischief.
That's what I'm saying. Swift to run the mischief. You know what I'm saying? Busybody. You always into some shit. The Lord don't like that, man. Sit down somewhere.
Right, well, all of these immigrants coming over here. That's some of the mischief this devil is doing.
Man.
Okay, he's up to mischief in the earth. Every week you see a train derailment, a food processing center being burned down, you know? People just dropping dead, people losing their mind, shooting up bombs. Yeah, it's just like this devil is just you can clearly see he's up to mischief.
Control opposition.
Right. Yep. That's a parasite. It needs filth to operate. That's Esau. He's a parasite. You know?
A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
That's what I'm saying. So the Lord got a list of things that's up. He's not gonna love you anyway if you keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna destroy you. If he gotta destroy you and start over from scratch, so be it. It's already written anyway.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And Ariana said all the time, the Lord ain't squeamish about getting rid of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? The heathen from top to bottom, man. You see how the Lord be mangling these people, man? All these videos we see where people being judged. The Lord is allowing that. The Lord told you that was coming. You can't keep on being wicked as hell, man. It don't work like that. Go ahead.
This is in the NLT, Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked are too proud to seek the Most High. They seem to think that the Most High is dead.
Right. That humanist mindset, you know, that comes from Rome. That you know, leave God out of it. Human beings need order, man. Human beings need rules, instructions. Because if not, basically they're brute beasts, and that's what you see roaming around the earth. As is the ruler, so is the people. Everybody's proud. And everybody has a platform to promote their pride. So this is different than Sodom and Gomorrah. They didn't have billboards and commercials and shit in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
Now he has the ability to to promote sin. Sin is the #1 driver of this world. It's the biggest business that forms this world. It's sin. Sin is the biggest business, all right, that keeps this system going, man. Sin, which is what? Transgression of the law. Law is order.
That's right.
The Heavenly Father deals with order. This Christianity mindset that has been placed upon the Bible is to where you can't pass any judgment. Everybody needs to love each other. It don't work. It's fake. Niggas need to be told to stop. Right?
Right. Like we started the show with. The Lord God ain't gonna do nothing until He lets you know. See? He'll say, go out to the highways and the byways, let my people know their transgressions. And then it turns into slighting people and going from fishing to hunting.
Right, and that's what's coming. That's why all of these things are being perpetuated in the earth. When we talk about famine, judgment, and all of these things, that's prepared for the wicked. We're not speaking those things on ourselves. So when these things happen upon the planet Earth, the elect are going to be good because what? We go from glory to glory. So through the hell and turmoil, the Lord is going to be dealing. Of course, some of us, may have to go back to the spirit world, be beheaded, whatever. But somebody got to be alive to be beamed up.
Right.
So the Lord is going to guide the elect and work with them, even give, I believe, spiritual growth on some level. Because we're going to go from glory to glory until we grow all the way up into perfection, man.
And we're giving examples of that throughout the volume of the book. We have men that were able to call fire down from heaven.
Right.
You believe those things happen?
Right.
And hey, that's the level of faith we'll have to be delivered in that time. Because if you don't believe that the Lord is able to do these things,
Right.
it's going to cause you to move funny.
Right. Yep. You'll make the wrong decision.
This is back in Psalms 10 and 4 in the NLT. The wicked are too proud to seek the Most High. They seem to think that the Most High is dead, yet they succeed in everything they do.
Yeah, man. That's what I say, shit. You see these people that thou shalt not surely die. Well, I've been eating pork all this time, ain't nothing happened to me yet. You know what I'm saying? You think just because you slept with that man's wife and you didn't get caught, that you gonna go scot-free? Nah, man. No. All that's gonna come to a stop, man. All that's gonna come to a stop, man. As soon as he buy that wine, your girlfriend, you gonna buy your girl a drink, nigga hollering at your woman and shit.
I get screaming from behind.
You know what I'm saying?
When you think about what a man does with his woman,
Exactly.
then you want to come behind that?
Come on now.
He's not wearing a rubber.
Come on, man.
You think a man is wearing a rubber with his woman? Hell no.
Niggas like sloppy seconds, man.
Niggas, and this dude is leaving it in, and then you come your stupid ass over there with a wave cap and some stupid earrings and a long ass t-shirt. Eat the bitch. That's confusion. That's nasty, man. That's mad. That's mad ting. Mad ting, yeah.
That's my team, man.
What's up, man? Preaching the word, man. We're just preaching the word. We're basically sitting here in the earth and prophesy the downfall of America. You know this place is going down, right? You see what's happening.
It's getting out of hand. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know, man. It seems like we're all going to the same place at some point.
No, my brother. No, my
That
brother.
ain't the way it works.
That ain't the way this thing gonna go down, man.
The judgment is getting ready to be set, and the Lord is getting ready to set his people up in a righteous kingdom. Because this is wicked. Children aren't safe. The water's polluted. The food's polluted. Basically, the powers that be have done a horrible job with the rulership of the earth, and it's time for a transfer of rulership. That's what the Bible, that's what we're out to preach. A better day. A better day.
Immigrants about to come over here and start causing chaos.
Right, you finna go out, there's gonna be an immigrant at the bar. He's gonna be looking at you and shit. Yo, what's wrong with this guy?
My dad's an immigrant, man.
Hey, man, our parents are immigrants.
Everybody is.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying, but it's unsafe. The way that they're doing it is unsafe. The way that the world is being ran is not conducive to life.
I don't disagree with you, man. It's built on greed.
Yeah.
Taking care of the people.
Yeah.
Stay sharp, man.
Stay sharp.
Hey, you better get some BJJ in too, probably.
Yeah.
Say again?
Learn how to
fight.
Learn how to fight.
Learn how to tumble. Learn some BJJ,
Learn
man.
some Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
I box, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you got to.
That's what's up. You gonna have to sock
You
somebody.
ain't gonna be talking about loving immigrants one of them
Yeah, one of them motherfuckers grab you.
I've broken his hand 3 times, but that's the same, man.
All right, brother.
All right, continuing on. Back in Psalms 10 and 5 in the NLT, yet they succeed in everything they do.
Wicked people succeed.
Oh yeah.
It's like them niggas never die. Like they'll have a wreck and the nigga will recover in 10 seconds. Like wicked, like they don't, the planes don't crash. The chemtrail plane don't crash.
Yo, man.
Think about it. When have you ever heard about a chemtrail airplane malfunctioning?
I was saying, what about the nigga? Remember the nigga who got shot in the head and then went live?
Yeah.
Yo!
Like, nigga, what the hell?
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't die. Right. He
No,
was live.
this nigga went live. Like, hell yeah.
Start having prostate cancer and still make it. Just,
Crazy. Can I read this for y'all?
God.
It's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set them to do evil.
That's what I'm saying. Jake will tell you how long they've been being with you. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, nigga, shit, I was nigga ever since I was 14, and he just going to all this bullshit.
Yeah, I've been selling dope. You see that movie New Jack City? In real life, the nigga get away. He don't get shot at the movie.
Yeah.
In real life, that nigga gets away. He told everybody, what, Frank Lucas. He did a little bit of time, told her all them niggas.
Yeah.
He out and still living in the mansion.
Right.
Yeah, this nigga's legacy. This nigga's,
Right.
this
Got a
is his
movie.
legacy.
Ignoring Vlad TV phone call.
Right.
That's the type of like that nigga. Nope, I ain't interview. I ain't doing no interview.
bring out that second Peter.
Back in Psalms 10 and 5 in the NLT, it says, they do not see your punishment awaiting them. They sneer at all their enemies. They think nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free of trouble forever.
That's what I'm saying. How can you think that? You know what I'm saying? They got to be a cold spirit on you for you to think that. But that's what I'm saying. That pride.
Yo.
You see?
Yo.
It comes before destruction, man.
That was the spirit of Cain's family.
Oh,
Lamech, one of Cain's descendants, Lamech, he said basically, God said, if you avenge yourself against Cain, you're gonna be avenged sevenfold. So with me, shit, I'll be avenged 70 times 7. I'm good. I can get away with whatever the hell I want to do.
He had that DMX spirit.
Right.
He was writing like,
Yup.
I'm driving around and come smoking weed. These pussy cops can't touch me. That's the spirit
Yo,
that Esau got.
drill
on.
music.
Yeah.
The Mac, yeah.
And I'm saying that's the spirit that the Lord put on you. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said, if you avenge it, I got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Lord said, I got it. That's why the lion got drowned out at the flood.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't get away.
Yeah.
You know, then they came back at Esau. Now, he's gonna get burnt.
Yeah.
You see? So when the Lord say, I got this, he got this.
He got it.
And we telling you that the Lord got this. And he's telling you, look, these are the things that you need to look for to let you know that I'm on my way.
Yeah.
You know?
Job chapter 21 and 29. Have you not asked them that go by the way? And do you not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
That's what I'm saying. The wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. But the day of destruction is a build-up to it. You know what I'm saying? The scripture talk about sins being stacked into the heavens. You know? The prophecy talked about Esau going up to the stars, talking about making up all these plans about what he gonna do, and going underwater, going into the stars. He got all that. He got all that down pat.
He says, I am.
You know? But the scriptures say he can't go that far in the water. He can't go that high up in the sky. He gave you a limited range. You see? He gave you a limited range. Those many mansions ain't for you.
Right.
You know?
What are you gonna do? Build a Taco Bell, rape the alien bitches? Like, what would Esau do out of space?
Bro, that's Star Trek. Watch Star Trek.
Avatar.
Watch Star Trek.
Right.
You'll see what he'll do with other
They'll
planets.
never catch a deer. He'll like breed a whole like nation of people just to torture them.
I'm saying, when you look at that show, The 100, when you look at that show, The 100, you see how far they go into the future, and they ain't welcome nowhere. You know what I'm saying? These niggas done froze themselves for 300 years, done light years all out of space and shit, you still ain't welcome. Nah. See, we see what you niggas did on Earth. We see what y'all did. When you look at Star Trek, bro, everywhere Captain Kirk go, no, we don't want none. You know what I'm saying? They destroying everything, and whatever color woman out there, they gonna smash it. You know what I'm saying? And that was back in the 70s and 80s. You see, now they smashing anything. You see, you had to put men and women on the planet and all that back then. No, these niggas putting animals, men changing the women changing them, ain't nothing off limits. And you think the Lord finna give you a whole nother planet? Child, please.
Look what he did with the island, Epstein.
Yeah.
It's like in Ecclesiastes chapter 8, and I'm going to read to verse 12 and 13. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are a shadow, because he feareth not the Most High.
That's what I'm saying. You're not getting away with your wickedness. It's just a time set up for you to be judged for it. You know? And that time is coming sooner than you think. A lot of people think they got all the time in the world, but then they find out. That's what everybody that gets shot be shot. Every time they get shot, he be surprised like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know? They say, shoot me! I wish you squeeze the trigger! Ah! Pop, pop! Well, you look like what happened?
Yeah, looking like Queen Latifah on Set It Off.
Hey! Come on now. What you surprised?
Like, oh my God, he shot.
You did everything, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like this, you shot me in the ass, man! You did everything in your power to get shot in the ass. Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 2, start at verse 4. For the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment.
Break it down.
Yeah, so let's talk about what the fallen ones, man. The sons of God. Okay, they going off in that time of flood behavior. Okay, and they're reserved to put them in darkness, man. And spared not the old world.
And these are the chains of darkness. This is the punishment from the fall of Adam led to this punishment of this. Adam flesh. All right. Yeah.
And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
That's what I'm saying. And Noah was the elect of his day. You see, Noah was seeing the same things that we see. And Noah was moved with fear when the Lord let him know that he was going to drown everybody. You see, when the Lord letting us know that he's going to burn everything up. You see? Go ahead.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
That's what I'm saying. So I remember seeing an article back in the day where they was talking about, does the Lord owe Sodom and Gomorrah apology? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Right.
You know? And for you to even put that notion out there, you know? Go ahead.
Condemn them with an overthrow.
It says Sodom and Gomorrah was condemned with an overthrow so people know how not to act, know what not to do. It's in our law, statutes, and commandments that if a man lay with man like if man lay with mankind like he lay with a woman, it's an abomination, and they shall both be put to death. You see? But then they tell you, oh, thou shalt not surely die. You know? But when you rotting away from whatever disease you have, you know what that disease came from. It ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? You done chose a death style. You done chose a death style. You know? And you're not worried about the results of it until they hit you. Thou shalt not surely die. Oh, yes, you will, and you're going to die hard. You're going to die hard for that act, man. Go ahead.
Making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
But I would say now we live in a society to where the Sodom and Gomorrahites demand respect. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I do that. So, you going to respect me. God love me anyway. He know my heart. That is very inaccurate.
Or there is no God.
You know?
And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
That's what I'm saying. That we vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. That's how we get. That's how we get. Unless we talking amongst each other. But that's what I'm saying. We all got jobs. We all got to enter into the matrix when we got to enter into the matrix. And you see these people talking and you hear what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to ask you what your opinion is. Here it is. You sitting at work with some headphones on in your own world.
Right. They have no idea what's getting ready to happen. So when it happens, wisdom and knowledge ain't going to be a comfort unto them. So they're going to get the Rahma. Before that, they're going to get all of them loose moguls, okay? And they're going to lose. You don't win following the ways of evil. You damn sure don't win following Esau Edom. So Jake is getting ready to take a L, man. Oh yeah. Because the Lord sent the prophets out here to tell you and warn you. And he made sure that you saw them. And all Jake has done is mocked. All you do is go to type in Hebrew Israelites It's nothing but people, niggas doing the Hebrew Israelite, man. I tried to talk to one, man. They mean, man. They stupid. It's all days, endless videos. Niggas just cursing out the Hebrew Israelite.
YouTube short.
But why ain't niggas cursing out Joe Biden?
Right. When they voted for him.
What about him? What about that guy?
Kamala Harris.
What about Kamala? Yeah, where's she
They're
at?
trying to spread the alphabet
Right.
agenda over in Ghana, man.
This is what she does with her time. She flies over to Ghana to tell them to accept the alphabet lifestyle, which they took the rainbow, which was a covenant the Lord made with Noah not to flood the earth again, and used it for their own purpose, man. We know
There's a separate people, man. Way over there
Yeah.
on that bullshit.
so you devils are you fruit.
Verse 8, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day.
And we come in a lot of lot. You know? Right. And the angel pulled him out of there like, go. And we hope that the angels pull us all right out of here through ultimately Yahweh's return, man. So, because once Yahweh returns, we good. Right now. See? Right now is hope. You know, you hope, you have faith. But once he comes, there's no need. You're good. You breathe again. Right. You can breathe again.
He's
Right.
the finisher of our faith.
Right. Yeah.
From day to day with their unlawful deeds, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
That's what I'm saying, man. You sit there, you at lunch eating a salad, and you just get harassed. You know what I'm saying? niggas heating up catfish in the microwave, looking at you like you crazy.
Right. That's all you gonna eat. That's rabbit food.
Every day you're being vexed. You gotta realize, bro, that when Lot was getting ready to be delivered, you know them people tried to press the door of his house, but to get the angels. That's how weak. Like that's the.
And because he told them, no, take my daughters, they said, nigga, since you won't let us get what we want, we gonna do you and whoever's in the house worse than we would have did the men. That's the mindset here. That's the mindset here.
Right.
Lot was so against the act of alphabet that he said, no, bro, don't rape them, man. Just take my daughters. They virgins.
Yeah.
Now, people listening to that will be like, that's crazy. But that's how
far it is.
that's how serious he was about that act not being forwarded. He wasn't with it.
For him, it was a hard no.
Right. It was a hard no. And they were so crazy, and that's the spirit that's out here. Like, they're forcing this stuff on you.
Yeah.
To where you can't even you don't have an opinion if it's against their lifestyle.
Right.
You can't just be in your own zone and teach your child and be in your own way. No, you have to openly accept that.
Subject your children to it.
It's
Right.
like for you to be considered an American, you gotta accept a certain philosophy. So people look at you like, oh, this guy.
Right. And the reason it's being pushed away so much is because they plan on getting rid of people our age. People know too much. So the people, it's gonna be a culling, and they're gonna start over with a new, race of people. Their whole little,
Go back to the educational system, John D. Rockefeller. All right, he pumped in him and Carnegie. They pumped in billions of dollars during their time to steer the curriculum so that the children, their minds would be molded to a way that is suitable for them.
Right.
They got proper workers. You look up the educational system. It wasn't geared to really educate the public. It was geared to steer the minds of the youth. Because
Right.
that's how you control to train up the child in the way that they should go. They took that and spent it in wickedness, man.
yes,
And so now the agenda, when they push their wicked vibration in generations down the line, you groom these kids up to accept your bullshit.
by the time a child is 5 years old, he or she is full-blown anti-Messiah without even knowing it. Their ideology, the way they see the world, what they see right and wrong, what they see as food,
It's 40 hours. They getting trained up 40 hours a week in wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And that's just at school. They still come home and what? The tablet, the TV. You know what I'm saying? Mom done been her 40 hours, probably 60. You know what I'm saying? Dad ain't even there. Forget about him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the majority of the week of your children being trained up to come against you.
Schools ain't nothing but indoctrination camps, man.
They had a saying back then, because with the Northern Kingdom, when they would take the Native American boys, they would ship them off to boarding schools way far away from the tribe's land. And they had a saying that they would say, remove the Indian, save the man. Meaning to remove his heritage, his culture, his perception of right and wrong, and you save the man. Meaning you make a docile citizen that can be used to your benefit. So this was the whole purpose behind the education system. And that was the purpose of why they needed to keep the women out in the workforce too. Because they needed full control to program the kids.
That's right. And it worked. Oh boy, did it work. But it ain't no enchantment against the hopeful elect. There ain't no enchantment against the elect. I said, we came out of that. You see? I remember being a straight A student and all that shit, and then got to my adulthood and didn't know a fucking thing.
They do taxes, they
It was like the prison.
I was never good at school.
And those kids, and those children that make the good grades, those are the ones that's gonna make it to college. So you can indoctrinate them even more. You see?
Yep.
They become management class.
Right.
So the class that's gonna manage the low level workers.
Right. And they're walking around these college campuses with random penises and vaginas. Bug the hell out. No sense of direction. Making decisions.
Yep. Raging freaks.
And that's what the Edomite has promoted. Okay? He's trashing the family structure. Yeah. He basically wiped out the institution of family, and he pushed promiscuity to the women. See? And this leads to chaos. And you have all of these people walking around in this earth they don't have no fear of the Lord. They have cell phones. They got sex organs. They're crazy.
They're being bombarded with the line all day.
Right.
So when you dismantle the family, you got the family on the back foot. Now you can kind of whisper in the ears of the people anything,
Right.
because there's no foundation.
Right.
Kind of like when you get a girl drunk at the club. You know how they say do a whoopie a woman?
Yeah.
He's whooping the people. he dismantled the family so he could push that vibration.
Right. That's a part of the strong man. That's a plan of the NWO to dismantle the family.
Proverbs 20:26, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's what I'm saying, man. That kindergarten can't do that. See, in the ancient world, you had your mother, you had schoolmasters, tutors. So you had to work your way up to deal with your father. You know what I'm saying? But it was all, everybody that was your schoolmaster was under your father's hedge of protection.
Right.
You see, so it was all one. It was all one understanding. Now, here it is. You whatever your family business is, you training your son up to run the family business. He wants to rebel. He wants to do something else. I don't want to do what my dad did. I don't want to do the family business. And then when you ask him what he want to do, it's some complete wickedness.
I feel like that might be your son too.
You know what I'm saying? I can't let you do that. What is it gonna look like if I let you do this, son? You know what I'm saying? He was, you dad is everything. That's what I'm saying.
My
But
teacher said, looking at
But that's what I'm saying. But if you hit his ass up upside the head with rocks until he stop fucking moving, you the devil, right? But that's what the scripture's saying. Look, you got a limited time to get it right. If you can't get it figured out by the time you're 12 or 13, you out of there, homie. And you gonna get stoned in front of everybody else, so the rest of the little kids know, nah, don't be like him.
Okay, Timmy, tripping.
Go ahead, trail.
You know what I'm saying? We Clontae. That's why I say, bro, if the nigga name start with a law and end with a T, that's what I'm saying. He gonna get stereotyped.
So they set him up for failure. Yeah. It becomes a home and over for real. Like, you really become LaPonte. You know, like you really go out because there has a vibration. Names have vibration. And that's another thing. When you naming your child, it should have meaning behind it. Jake, don't think like that. They're just sounding out stuff and saying, ooh,
That sounds cool.
putting H's where it don't belong, trying to be fancy.
Silent letters and apostrophes and shit.
I was just thinking that.
Like niggas are crazy, man.
You just said I would have signed that.
Right.
man.
Sirach 30:3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
You see that?
Yep.
That's why they want you. That's why they want you out the house.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
That's why they want you out the house. Cause you see, bro. You see how men are with their sons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You quick to get on your son. Man, close your mouth, man. Tie your shoes up, man. What the hell wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck's so funny?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, stay on. Yeah, you gotta stay on. And Esau's mad at the Lord because he's teaching his sons.
Yeah.
Right.
Esau is literally fighting against the Most High on earth because we're the sons of God. All right, he's teaching us. He's grieved. He's mad that we woke up. We're learning of the Lord now, man, through Yahweh Shai, man. And Esau's pissed about that. He wants to train you up, just like we read, train up a child in his way. He does that on the left-hand side. So niggas are trained, these people are trained to respond to things a certain way. Why? Because from a child, from the time you came out of the womb, you was being programmed to be an anti-Messiah. Even the fact that you don't breastfeed, that detaches you kind of like from your, it puts you at a disadvantage.
Yeah, your brain development it's harder for your brain to develop if you don't have that natural nutrients.
Right.
It sets you
So he
behind.
gives you a formula. So from the time you come out of the womb, he's already at work and rearranging you and basically making you in his image.
The righteous,
Yeah.
the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the
That epidural, that so-called pain management.
Right.
No, that's affecting the baby too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, before you even come out, they sticking your mama with needles. You know what I'm saying? Then as soon as you come out, I was in the hospital one time and I saw they had a poster on the door that said within a child's first 18 months of living, the 16 shots they got to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. You wasn't getting all that shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But they got all these different shots, and now you wonder why autism is at an all-time high. These babies out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bring out the precept.
You got shit on your own channel.
Sirach 30:3.
But that's the world we live in. These people can say what the hell they want to say, but we can't even say the opposite. We can't tell the truth. That's true. It's just true. It's just true.
Man, that's crazy.
People are far worse when they getting all of these juices, man.
Well, a lady did a study, I think in the 70s on, she showed the numbers of autism when they started mandating the, you know, it went up. It's like she said, it was like 150% autism went up. 150?
Man, I mean, they work.
150?
Yeah, they work.
I don't even really know how that math works.
Right.
Esau knows that there's a movie called Mercury Rising, where an autistic boy cracks a hole in the back of a puzzle wood for the feds. They try to kill him, but it's called Mercury Rising. Why is that? Because they put mercury in the jabs. And you know, vaccines, there's mercury in them. So that's the leading cause of why that's just skyrocketing.
Right, man. But the children are our future, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to drug them up. So you want to drug them up and just completely destroy them before they even hit the age of 8. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The first 5 years are the most important moments in the child's life. Like sponges. They said the first 5 years are the most important years in the child's life. They're sponges. That's when you really train them and turn them up. Learn them up, you know. Sirach 30:3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Right, because basically the father left behind a legacy, a mindset to forward in the earth. So when the father dies, basically he's still there through what he instilled into his son. And that's the importance of the father figure. All right, but in this society, Esau, being the devil he is, he's destroyed and rooted out that foundation. He did it in the garden. Okay, he did the same damn thing here in America, man. And nothing but dysfunction and filth and confusion has followed this devil's way. So the remnant are here to say, you know what? Being taught of the Lord is far better. See?
Yep, and a father, that means a novel strength of the house. You know, so that's why Esau is grieved. That's why he wants the father out of there, because that's the foundation and belief. You get him out of there, you bind that strong man like we talked about in the scriptures. Right. You can do anything, man. Though his father died,
Yet he is as though he were not dead, for he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
That's our legacy. And that's what ultimately we're doing. We're being taught of our fathers. We search our Father's ways. The Heavenly Father through Yahweh Shai has opened up in our mind, and so that we can know and understand the truth and the promise to come. So now we have something to live for. This is true life. Everybody else is pretty much walking around dead. They have no clue, and they're ready for the taking. And the Lord has put a very perverse spirit here in Egypt, man, in the midst thereof, because we're in Egypt all over again, according to the Holy Scripture.
Right. Can I read this real quick? I'm going to read it in the NLT. Proverbs 19 and 18. It says, discipline your children while there is hope.
That's what I'm saying. You got to.
When they're
Right.
young,
You got to. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I want to say shit with my two. You know what I'm saying? The oldest, he didn't get his ass whooped like that. The younger one got his ass tore the fuck up. Two completely different spirits. Two completely different spirits, bro.
Like the elder Yarala said, like when they're around, once they get past like 6, 7, they ain't no hope no more. You know, they done been too corrupted by the world, you know? That's why you got to get them when they're young. Children are closer to the Most High at their youngest stage. That's why children, they're honest, because they haven't been taught how to lie. You got to be taught how to lie.
Right.
That's why you got to get them in that impressionable phase, you know?
Yeah.
Right? It says, while there's hope, it says, Proverbs 19 and 18 in the NLT, discipline your children while there is hope. Otherwise, you will ruin their lives.
Right, man. Because this nigga's gonna grow up and walk around the earth. Now he got all this testosterone. He's big as hell, but he don't have no reasoning. So he goes out into the earth with all this testosterone. Somebody make him mad. He loses his mind.
Right.
The world is full of these type of people, man. They haven't been given any instruction. They have no fear of the Lord. They don't think there's consequences to their actions.
Right.
So if you go out into the earth with this energy, the only thing that can follow is eventually judgment, man.
Right. Like that comedian T.K. Franklin says, man, who raised you, man?
Right.
Because that's important. That's going to be the byproduct of how you was raised, you know what I'm saying, from a youngin'. That's going to determine how you turn out when in your adult years. Right? I want to jump down real quick. You got it real quick. This is Proverbs 19 and 26 in the NLT. It says, children who mistreat their father or chase away their mother are an embarrassment and a public disgrace.
Oh man, I was saying, you see how these kids treat their parents, man. You see how these, I was saying, bro, you got J kids cussing their moms and pops out. You know what I'm saying? I was saying, usually what it is, typically, the father's out of the household, so the child has has the impression that his father is this or he's that. You know what I'm saying? But now, DJ, they'll body slam their moms. Anybody can get it at this point.
Remember Mike Epps? Get out of my fucking room.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
I want my skateboard fixed. Now get out of my room.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was I remember this was back in I want to say it was in Arlington or Grand Prairie or something back in the day. You know what I'm saying? This kid got his car took. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't being responsible with his car. His mama took his car. He beat up with a hammer. Stuck up behind her and beat her to death with a hammer because he was outside getting tickets, being wild with the whip that she gave. You know what I'm saying?
Women cannot raise a son.
Absolutely not, man.
Women can't raise children. They can nurture them.
Right.
Yeah.
But really, they're supposed to have a man that gives them a direction in which to guide the children. That's her order. Which leads, she's the first teacher. She's the nurturer. Alma mater. What does it mean? Nurturing mother. Your alma mater is a nurturing mother. All right, all nurturing mothers. So.
Yeah, that's that balance when they're young, so they'll be able to have compassion. But once they get a certain age, they need to be around their father.
Right.
It even shows you that in the movie Boys in the Hood. What's her name? Angela Bassett. She said, I can't teach her how to be a man. Your father got to do that, and he had to go move with his pops. You know?
They turn into a bunch of suckers.
Right.
They call him bro. Like, why you calling your son bro? You talk to somebody, it's your homeboy, your partner, your husband. That's why you disrespect him.
Little boys try to take advantage of their mother.
Yeah, all the time.
I did. Finesse. I used to finesse
When
my
you get a
mom in the
little older,
car.
you be like, man, mama ain't
But
on. She ain't
you're
gonna.
not
do
scared.
that. You're not scared of
Take the
her.
keys.
But your father.
That's why it used to be the thing. I'm gonna tell your daddy, and you be like, oh shit.
Yep.
Look, mama, don't do that. women are PAs. They're personal assistants. They're supposed they need instruction on how to manage. If they're left to manage by themselves, there is no direction. Because they don't have vision. The man has the vision, and they just forward the man the same way we forward Yahweh, the vision of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. Okay? So if that guardrail, which is the father, isn't there, man, only destruction can happen. Because a woman can't show a man how to be in a room full of men and have respect and gain respect from other men. She don't know shit about that, so she can't teach him how to maneuver that.
So he'll just grow up and be a big he'll respond. All right, yeah, he'll respond emotionally to criticism, rebuke. Okay,
Act like it was.
that's why sometimes it's good, even though sports is wicked. You know, to hell with it, but it's good sometimes for your child to be in settings like that, to where they can learn responsibility, have a coach get on them, discipline, order, being reliable, responsible.
Other than that, their actions affect people around them.
Why you say that?
Huh?
Why you say that?
Why do I say what? Huh? Not wicked, but you know, it's vanity. It's just it's nothing wrong. I mean, we watch sports. I'm just saying it's not of importance like that in a grand scheme. There's no spiritual benefit. Right. You know, it's not. Sports it's been a part of the world since going back to it's always been sports. Right. That's what I mean. Because sport, you know, it ain't like because brothers watch sports. Like even Apostle Paul, he was talking about sports. He was alluding to what the Olympics and all of that.
Mandatory
Right, they watch the stuff. We were saying that we watch all of the fights.
We watch boxing.
You know, we watch all of them. So we ain't saying it like that.
It doesn't pertain to salvation, but sports is used because there's certain disciplines and things that can be taught within it to illustrate the bigger picture of having righteous judgment.
Right, because the way that the elite use sports, just like they did in ancient Rome, is called bread and circuses, meaning you feed these people all of this unnecessary entertainment so that they don't focus on what's really happening with the policy and where the kingdom is going. So if you look at what happens here in America, they give these athletes and entertainers, I mean, millions of dollars. They spend all kind of money on that because that's the institution to keep people's mind off of reality. It's a weapon of distraction, too.
I'm saying they'll take these top flight athletes, you know what I'm saying, and have them push wickedness to influence the people.
Right, and it's
You know
this.
what I'm saying?
Everybody's looking for comfort in some shape, form, or fashion. People are just to the point where if I could just have my 2 days a week, you know, and we had to watch my game and have my beer.
I just want my team to win.
Right.
Everybody's trying to fill that hole that they feel with something. It's escapism. So he's talking about everything, whether it's drugs, whether it's sports, whether it's just chasing women. It's escapism to get away, to numb the pain. Everybody's trying to numb their unfulfillment and this kingdom. You know?
So Esau's trying to train up a child in his way. And here it is, the sons of God come on the scene, putting a wrench in that plan. Because really, we were supposed to stay in a box. The people on this side was never supposed to be anything special within the system of Edomite supremacy. In the grand scheme of things, these people have a low IQ. Intelligence quotient, which is a method they created, a standard they created, to where if you don't meet these qualifications, if you don't pass this test, basically you can be exterminated. You're not human.
If you do something, if you do happen to pass that test, they're gonna use you for their own will. Right. See, okay, we can use him. We can do this. We can do that. You know, based on you passing on their thought process.
Right. They don't think the devil is wicked like that. Right. There's a movie where you got all these congressmen sitting at the table. You had the Democrats and the Republicans, right? And the Republican guy said to this Democrat guy, he said, "You guys are going off. You keep raising these guys up. Giving them all these opportunities in government jobs." And the Democrat guy said, "No, you're wrong. We have to raise them up." Because if we leave them separated, he could develop into a leader against us.
Right.
So we have to take him in so that he'll begin to want to be like us and lose his identity.
Right.
And these people, they're so gung-ho on trying to become like the so-called white man and have the shit that he has, that they lose their own sense of self-worth.
Right.
You know?
That's what W.E.B. Du Bois, which they say he's an Edomite, I don't know. But ultimately, he was used by the Amalekite to push that African shit on him. It really started with him, but before him, you had these two Edomites. I just did a lesson on them, I'm loaded. Franz Boas and Melville Hertzkovitz, which at the time that everybody was saying Jake is self-leading and retarded, he 3/5 of a human being. Okay, they came and said, no, they have a culture. They're African. And that's where the term African American, the field of African American studies, it's all founded upon two small hats. That's why Jake, and they used W.E.B. Du Bois, and they would go to these schools, and they made it a policy to where African American studies would have to be taught in the school, in the curriculum. That's because of two small hats.
Wow, that's hell of a misdirection.
But the way that it's presented is that no, at that time, early 1900s, the 1800s going into the 1900s, the mindset behind Jake was that Darwinism shit. Basically, you're 3/5 of the human being. Their skull is this way. They're Neanderthal. They're retarded. They're wild savages. That's why they're at the bottom. They're stupid. So these two niggas came and was like, no. And they were set up, and basically amongst Jake, they're heroes. I'll post the video, but they're the fathers of anthropology. Okay, study of culture, study of civil life amongst humans, cultures, and all of that. And these devils got you, Jake, really believing you African. You see? But it came as help. It came as a better way from the average mindset towards a nigga.
Yeah,
He was
there.
Right.
And they couldn't continue with that Darwinism shit because Jake started getting into sports. Inventing, it was clear he was inventing shit.
Stronger than y'all.
Yeah, that we still was better. So they was like, we got to come up with a different line.
Right.
This shit ain't working.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I gotta look at it. That's crazy.
Yeah. The video will be I'll post it tomorrow. These devils they're deceptive. Everything that they do is to take you Jake's backwards. That's why the scriptures say the accuser. Somebody get that? The accuser of thy brethren. He said that's all he does is accuse us. Somebody look the word up. Accuser.
Revelation 12:10, it says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointing.
Salvation. See? And how does salvation come in the Bible? The fall of Babylon, the fall of Esau. Those two narratives reign supreme in the Bible as concerned how the kingdom will come. Right. Esau at the end of the world, and there's also Babylon. That once Babylon falls, the kingdom is in. There you go. See? So those two are linked. Go ahead.
It says, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Esau being the end of the world, it's right there. It says the same thing. Now the word accuser, you got it?
Yeah. It's categoreo.
Categoreo. What does that remind you of? A category. The so-called white man has put you in a category. He's ultimately giving you a culture. He's formed, he's giving you trap music. He's giving you this destructive mentality, which really is predicated upon how he thinks. Really, when you look at black culture, it resembles Esau. What do? They deal drugs to one another. Who deals drugs and goes around the planet Earth trafficking drugs and doing all of this? Well, we're looking at CVS.
Right.
That is a functioning
Pharmacia, yeah.
Pharmacy, a functioning drug
That's
trade.
a trap house.
Yeah, trap house.
Yeah. That's a dope house right there. Yeah.
CVS is the trap house.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But people don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
Jacob get demonized for doing it on the corner,
Yeah.
but these niggas are glorified for making a franchise out of it.
Yeah.
And that ruins people. Those little psych meds and all of this stuff that people are taking, it's taking humanity backwards, and it made mankind a slave to you.
Yeah, man. modern medicine, the same motherfucker with the education system with John D. Rockefeller.
Right.
He's the one that took over modern medicine. All the doctors that was into the herbs, he blackballed them because he controlled the newspapers and the media.
And he produced petroleum-based.
Yeah, you got the petroleum-based drugs. You understand? So yeah, man, that's the greatest drug dealer of all time, really. And then the Rockefellers is basically just the westernized version of the Rockefellers.
Right. Now the scriptures say the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor him. He abhor it.
Right.
He goes as far as to say, I'll recreate the shit.
Yeah.
You don't fuck about your living, I'll make my own living.
Right.
You notice now grapefruits don't have seeds? It's hard to find a grapefruit with seed now. Remember they used to have the big seeds in them?
Yeah. Most people never had a real banana.
Oh no.
Bananas have seeds.
They too damn big.
It's medicine.
A lot of times you'll have the actual herb that you use for the medicine, but then there's some cytrophenolizine and some extra shit be added onto it that be messing you up. You ever be shot, you get addicted, find it stupid and brutal.
All these people are addicts because they're doped up all day.
I was just like I was talking to this doctor, and she was trying to prescribe me some stuff. I was like, well, cinnamon to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything she mentioned, I said I was mentioning the herb.
Yeah.
And she got to the point where she just got so frustrated. She said, I just can't do nothing else. I said, well, good, bitch. I'm trying to get you to leave me the hell alone. You know what I'm saying? I was saying everything that she was talking, like cinnamon do that, ginger do that, garlic do that. And she, what about hawthorn berry?
See, in the ancient world, your physicians did things based upon what's in the earth. That's the true medicine. Even smells come out of the earth. True perfume comes out of a tree. Did you know that? Frankincense, myrrh, that comes out of a tree. The Lord is so bad, but people walk around putting on all of these chemicals and artificial things, like scents are in the earth. That's one thing I try to push the brothers. Smell this, smell that, man. Ooh, try this.
I got a lot of it.
Now I say it's to the point now through the spiritual world.
But some of that shit, some regular cologne is good, don't get it twisted. But the best colognes are based in what? Sandalwood. So like,
When it comes to now through the spirit, Jake can tell you what's going on with it, and you'll know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sending Jake to the hospital and sending Jake to the doctor, you know what I'm saying? Jake will be like, man, my stomach this, or my head this, or my bones feel weak, or whatever it is.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, okay, well then you need to do this.
Right.
Or you can do that.
Right.
Try this, brother.
Right.
Pray, of course, first. You know what I'm saying? Pray to the Heavenly Father first and believe that He gonna heal you, and then you go into, you know what I'm saying? It ain't never nothing that's gonna destroy it.
right. That's
You know?
true family, and that leads to protection, because you got to think niggas will get together every week and see the big ass ankles they auntie got, and not once will they say, nigga, stop. You got to do something else. I found this herb. Maybe you should change this. Maybe they not once either. They have all of these conversations, but this obvious big ass ankle, and you ain't gonna say nothing about that motherfucker.
They want to talk to us about love all the time.
Right.
That ain't love. Watching the people around you die, make horrible decisions.
Right.
You self-destroy themselves, and you don't say nothing. That's not love.
That's not it. Right. Love working no ill turns to favor.
Because all you can do is put the information out there. It's not up to you whether they hearken or not.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? You just not say nothing.
Right.
We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We're even separated from our families to the point where, you know what? It is what it is with aunties. You know what I'm saying? And then when she start getting dizzy and woozy and start feeling fucked up, you know what I'm saying? She goes straight to the hospital. She ain't don't come to you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The information was put out there and it was rejected.
Right.
It really is wicked not to, try to warn. Hey, man, for the prophets, I believe it's in Ezekiel the third chapter, where it says the servant that didn't warn.
Yeah. Blood on your hands.
Yeah, you got that blood on your hands, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Because what is true love? You got it?
Romans chapter 13, verse 8. Owe no man anything
Right.
but to love one another.
Owe no man anything but to love one another. Go ahead.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
So love is how you fulfill the law. Walk in the Spirit is fulfilling the law. That's the benefit we have under grace, is that us walking in the Spirit fulfills the law. Go ahead.
For this thou shalt not commit adultery.
That's a condition. Okay? That's a condition.
Right.
For this thou shalt not commit adultery. Okay, and amongst these people, adultery is glorified. There's songs made about it. You see? So you niggas don't love each other, man. We didn't learn true love until we started to fear the Lord. Because that's what it started with. Because when you fear the Lord, you think about the consequence of your actions. Those are the better people to be around. That creates a safer environment.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou
Which is
shalt
murder. When you go into the Hebrew word, it really points towards murder. Because even in the law, in certain situations, you can kill somebody. It can be justified. Somebody breaks in your house, even in American law, the nigga breaking your, well, in certain places now, they're taking their life. Yeah. So go ahead.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet.
That's what I'm saying. When you don't have people doing those things, it's a safe environment. You see? But when you have people doing those things, look, you know, America, I would say this, America with cheese.
America with cheese and pepper.
Them hot peppers. The ones that, the ones that mess up your taste buds.
Baseball game. Look it up. The baseball game nachos. Real quick, this is some more. Keep going.
And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this same, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So if I love you, I'm not going to feed you catfish because it said if there be any other law, it is briefly comprehended in this short saying, thou shalt love thy neighbor as yourself. So that fulfills the law. So what these people are doing to one another, that's not love. They say we're hateful, but this is the greatest example of love that it gets. Here it is. We come out here week in and week out to tell our people they're the greatest people on the planet Earth, enduring all of the shame and the heckling and people doing videos on you, people lying, all of this crap, so that the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, come in. That's love.
This is a labor of love. That's what Scripture says.
But then a nigga wants to tell you how to love. Well, you ain't got to say it like that. Your life is me. You suck. You niggas, the people on this side of the end of this truth, and everybody else in the world really doesn't have nothing to say to the prophet.
Zip it. Keep your mouth shut.
We're walking it. Okay?
That's right, but the love, we were shown the love that brought us out here, man.
Right.
You see? We were told that eating this is gonna kill you, doing this is gonna kill you. Repent, you know what I'm saying? And here we are. You know? But we've seen several faces come and go. You know what I'm saying? Whether they be in the camp and ousted, in the camp or left, people walking up and down the street, we see it all. Go ahead.
Love worketh no ill toward to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Treat them like you want to be treated. If you don't want nobody stealing from you, don't steal from nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want nobody to murder you, don't murder nobody.
If gossiping about you, stop gossiping.
You know?
Right.
Let me read the contrast. This is the spirit that the people of the world operate in. All right, this is Romans 1 and 29. It says they are filled with all kinds of wickedness, GNT as well. Right? They are filled with all kinds of wickedness, evil, greed, and vice. They are full of jealousy, murder, fighting, deceit, and malice.
Right. And when you leave that legacy behind, you've got to understand your 4 children eventually go enter into that same, you know? When you make decisions, they got to be based upon legacy. Right. That's what our decisions they made were based upon the legacy they wanted forward in the earth.
They want to eat that pork.
That's just like that. We read earlier how the enemy hates when you teach your sons. See, if we don't make it, we trained up our children the best way we could, and we leave it in the Lord's hands from that point. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
They be fighting over parents, like they fight over $200, fight over the house, or the order, the legacy,
You don't have a code that they live by. Right. If you don't have a code that you live by, there can't be trust. If there's no trust, how can you love somebody you don't trust?
Man.
See what I'm saying? So all the shit y'all say to us, that well, no, nigga, y'all some hypocrites.
Yeah, y'all suck. Man. Your family suck. You don't help one another. You don't get along. You through. So you people don't have anything to say to us. Man.
Yeah. This is verse 30. They gossip and speak evil of one another. They are hateful to God, insolent, proud, and boastful. They think of more ways to do evil. They disobey their parents.
Right.
That
And like every year is new wickedness.
Yeah.
Every day, it's like a new, something new.
challenge.
It's a new challenge, man. Pretty soon it's gonna be the kill yourself challenge.
Right.
People gonna be
Right.
jumping on
Right.
buildings and shit, recording themselves when they go down. That's coming next, man.
Drinking paint.
Yeah.
Bring back Russian.
And you know,
Basically, yeah.
and these people, even if when it gets to that, they're not gonna have remorse for what.
Oh, no.
Talking about love. Man, screw y'all, man.
Yeah.
But this says they have no conscience. They do not keep their promises, and they show no kindness or pity for others.
And this is a result of no fear of the Lord. This is what happens when the fear of God, they took the Lord out of the school, and everything significantly got worse and worse and worse. So where now Satan got an after school program.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Every concert or show that you
Right.
watch, your artist wearing all red,
Right.
there's the fire in the background. It's like these people.
You would have never thought you would have seen today with sixth period, anthropology. The next class, Satan. Walking up there, Satan, Baphomet, standing at the front of the class.
Yeah.
This is what's happening right before your eyes, man. Don't you see it?
They're bringing Satan to apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Satan. Your biggest child pop star is top music video. He giving Satan a lap.
Oh, man.
You see what I'm saying? This is the place we live in. Verse 32.
Hey,
They,
They had some blood night.
right. He had to, oh my God.
that was released on our Passover too.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. It was on Passover, the day that they released that. Man.
Verse 32. Man, that's wicked. They know that God's law says that people who live in this way deserve death.
Who
Yet-
said that?
Huh?
Read that again.
Verse 32, Romans 1 in the GNT. They know that God's law says that people who live in this way deserve death.
That's what I'm saying. God's law says that people who live in this way deserve death. But the people that live in this way got pages and accounts and followers. You know what I'm saying? And rights. You know? They can counsel you. You know what I'm saying? They can counsel you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, they can say they feel bullied by your belief.
Like you standing for righteousness.
Yeah.
Standing for righteousness is offensive in this country.
But you can't feel bullied by them.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
aggressive as hell.
You know what I'm saying? They put the term phobic on you. I ain't scared of you. I just don't want nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree. I don't agree. That's what I'm saying. You don't agree. You don't agree with me. Do that mean you got the phobia? It don't work both ways.
You got right phobia.
You know?
Goodness. Verse 32 again from the top. All right, it reads, they know that God's law says that people who live in this way deserve death. Yet not only do they continue to do these very things, but they even approve of others who do them.
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Now they want to raise your kids up like that. You know what I'm saying? Now you get government jobs, government assistance, all these different things. Now they talking about putting together funds. If you want to do this or do that, the prison system is like, okay, well fine. If you want to do that, do that. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna be in prison. But I guess you got that freedom, right? You got the freedom to destroy yourself, man.
That's what people have been given.
Yeah.
That's what this freedom really is. You're free to destroy yourself. That's the chaotic environment they've set up. And when people are in that spirit, you can easily rule them.
Yeah.
See, that's what's happening here.
That's right. That's what's getting ready to go down, man. He's lulling people to sleep with this. They're dancing to that tune of wickedness to the point to where they're completely unguarded. So when they come in with the universal income, you know, and you got to solely depend on him and his money and his way to survive, people are just gonna lay down.
Yeah.
What else are they gonna fight for?
Right.
They don't even have another way in their head to stand up against these guys.
Right. Right. You're gonna take that prerogative. And we stand it bold on that. You can't say that we shied away from that topic. You can't say that we gave Israel even an inkling that they could do that. We stood boldly on our stance, man. We're gonna continue. Don't take the prerogative, man. Right. Don't take the juice. Okay? You gotta have it in your mind that ultimately I'd rather go back into the spirit world and allow this devil to have his way with me. That's the level of belief you're gonna need to have.
We have those examples.
And that comes through fear of the Lord. You got something? Okay, go ahead.
Just like the said, that comes from fear of the Most High, because if you get disobedient, you don't abide by those conditions, the Lord will take that spirit off you and give that up, give you up to that.
Right.
Give you up to a mind to fall to in the hour of temptation.
Right.
It's like we read in Romans 1, when you read up, it talks about he gave them over to that kind of affection. You know? So they were in a sense, were born that way. They were chosen for the foundation of earth. Vessels fit for destruction because the Most High gave up, he didn't want it.
Right.
So Jeremiah 49:31, arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care.
Right. These people don't give a damn. Like, every week since 2020, there's been a new something. And, like, there even came a point where the devil was like, nigga, we shot something out of the sky. There's something coming from the sky. And people just kept eating sandwiches.
It's that movie on Netflix, Don't Look Up.
Right. It's like they literally, it's like nobody cared. Right. All of these train derailments, all of these meat factories being burned. People were just like at Chipotle and you I get some more rice.
Yeah, taking selfies and shit.
Right, tripping. Like no. Because what does that do to the leadership? The scriptures say, whereas there is no vision, the people perish. These people don't have leadership that has given them the foresight of what's to come, man. So they dwell without care. Do what you like. That's the spirit here in America.
Worried about if Jamie Foxx gonna make it more than your own salvation.
Right. Right. The niggas are more bad at Brian McKnight than they are at falsifying.
Right. Right.
Like, niggas are livid. Like, niggas are leaving 18-page paragraphs on how horrible of a nigga he is. A father.
Yeah.
But Biden, when he come up, oh, that's senile old man. Hey, no, wait a minute. You're not gonna have the same energy. This nigga is making a complete mess out of it. He got into office and started shitting and pissing, painting, chewing tobacco. Okay, he just came to the office doing any. The next day, he had that pen in his hand. He swore in on the Bible, and the next day, he was passing in anti-Messiah legislation, man. But niggas don't got a problem with that, because niggas are trained, all right, to give E a pass. They've been trained up from a child to give this guy a pass. But they've also synonymously been trained up to hate their own damn people. What is that? It's like she's sniffing something. It's like she sniffed something and then took 4 shots. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go outside. And that's the rest of her night.
She definitely smart too.
Like, that's a spirit though. That's what Esau has. Everybody like walking around day by day.
Right.
Stagnant, drunk, high as hell. How selfies and likes, or high on alcohol.
I'm gonna go outside.
Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care.
Well, these people don't give a damn. Like, literally, your government told you, nigga, there's some type of object in the sky. You know, and people are just like, eh? Like, people don't give a damn. Like, children are being attacked and they're afraid. Like, people don't even, it's not even really resonating with people that Satanism is being established.
Right. I'm trying. You really think about it, there's so many kids that go missing every year. No one like,
bro, I was just gonna say that they always give you the Amber Alert. They always buzz your phone. Right. This child, they never tell you they found him, no.
This children missing from the mall from that shooting incident.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, why wouldn't you tell me? That was you made it a point to interrupt my day to tell me they were missing. You ain't gonna tell me you found him.
That was a psyop too. It was 30. He was 33. It happened at 3:33.
Yeah. It's always filled with 3s and 6s.
See, but just because it's a psyop don't mean certain people don't really sometimes get outed. So this devil was working mischief in the planet Earth.
They need that blood to spill.
Right. That's why we got to be wise as a serpent in these times, man. You got some more?
Said the Lord, which hath neither gates nor bars,
Right.
which
Gates
dwell,
Go ahead.
which dwell alone.
Right. They have neither gates nor bars. And that can go into the military aspect of it. But let's look at the borders. Okay, America, even before this situation here, has always had a border crisis. To where illegal immigrants are just over here roaming free. Okay? Right. So Trump passed the law to say, well, since you know, bid time, the 19 thing, all right, let's shut down our borders. We don't know what these people, you know, but it just expired. So now the shit is wide open all over again. This place is wide open in all manner of people. People who hate this place, people who don't know what the hell is going on, weirdos, freaks, everybody is over here. And a lot of those northern kingdoms are coming over here to either be delivered or to be destroyed. That's right. The Lord is killing two birds with one stone. The Lord is getting ready to do something on the planet Earth, man. You see?
He knows how to deliver the ungodly out of temptation and preserve the wicked from judgment.
Right. This is the book of Sirach, whoever wants to break it down. 1 and 21. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we out there, man. We're trying to turn away that wrath, man. We know what's coming. You see, we used to be a part of all those things that we telling people that you got to cut that out. You know what I'm saying? We can't tell you don't be doing these things if we still doing them. That makes us a hypocrite. You see? But at the end of the day, what that again about the subject?
Sirach chapter 1 and 21. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath.
You see, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. You see no fear of the Lord. You see more pride against the Lord. They tell people to tell you, like little Boosie. You know what I'm saying? God can come down here and tell me himself not to eat pork. I'm gonna rebel. You see what I'm saying? You tell these women that they can't be, that they gotta be quiet in the churches. They gonna rebel. They don't have no fear. You see, you got women on the comment boards talking shit about the prophets. You know, you got so-called prophets letting them do it. No fear. Mocking the name of the Lord, writing it backwards on rocks. Yeah, that tape's still out there, Nick. Go ahead.
So where the fear of the Lord, when you apply the fear of the Lord, it drives away sins.
Right.
And niggas don't apply the fear of the Lord. So wrath comes. A lot of these situations that people enter themselves into can simply be, the fire can be quenched by applying the fear of the Lord. You wouldn't get shot in the ass if you apply the fear of the Lord. If both parties know how to handle a conflict by fearing the Lord, then everybody walks away alive. Everybody's good. That leads to peace.
Otherwise, you got Bebe's part.
Right. Right.
Deuteronomy 28 chapter. As the nation of Israel had feared the Heavenly Father, his wrath came down upon us. Verse 14 on down to 68.
Right. 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 So the fear of the Lord is a strong tower, man. And the scripture said you should want to be amongst people that fear the Lord, because that's the safest environment. That's the best place to raise a child. With the fear of the Lord comes what? A safe haven. And amongst this world, the Lord has set up a small sanctuary scattered amongst these nations, and the assembly of the elect is being ultimately ushered in through this word going out. And amongst us should be the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You can know all these scriptures, you can shoot fire out your ass when you read precepts. But if you don't fear the Lord and apply this wisdom and apply what you're teaching, then it's to no avail. You're like one who beating, swinging at the air.
Hey, yup.
Right?
This is Psalms 34 and 7. It says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. Woo! And delivereth them.
Yeah. Man, that fear him. You see, we fear the Lord. That's why we out here so frequent. You see, the Lord says it's going to be blood on our hands, and he's going to kill us if we don't go out on the highways and the byways and do what we do, man. You see, and that fear brings us out here.
Right.
You see?
And fear also, that gives us that hedge and that covering of protection, man.
That's right.
Because we don't need that hedge in the midst of all of these demonic elements, man.
Yeah.
You know?
I said that hedge of protection is from you.
Right.
That hedge of protection is from our own people. Start with our own people, go trickle it down to the heathen, man. You see? You got that? Yeah.
Sirach chapter 19, I'm going to start at 18 and come down. The fear of the Lord is the first step to being accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do the things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
That's plain and simple, man. I was like, you do what the Lord says, you're going to be good.
Right.
Period, point blank, man. I would say Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14 did not go away. It did not go away. Go ahead.
It said that leads to immortality. Applying wisdom leads to the second covenant.
That's what I'm saying. So problem resolution is within that man to keep it from getting shot in the ass. You see?
It also say, he that feareth the Lord will order his friendship and right.
I'm saying,
He that feareth
yep.
correctly. So,
You got sins punishable by death that's allowed now. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that you can do that you can be put to death for, but that, go ahead. Thou shalt not surely die. And then next thing you know, your mama talking about her baby ain't never did nothing to nobody when he was out there doing plenty of stuff to people.
Right, complete nigga.
Go ahead.
the fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotence.
That's what I'm saying, man. And we doing it to the best of our ability, being in this captivity. It's the things that you can control, do it to the best of your ability. The things that you can't control, ask for mercy. We in the mercy stage. You see? Being able to repent when we go off. Being able to feel that sorrow when we going off. You know? The scriptures talk about when King David went off, immediately he went into repentance mode once he realized his mistake. We got to be that same way, man. Go ahead.
Right, omnipotency, omnipotent means all powerful. So when you understand the type of power you deal with, all power, you don't want to put it in a box. You're not going to be in that Christian mindset and tell Heavenly Father what he can, what he can't do, what he can't do.
But you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but you're going to do whatever you want. When you have fear of the Lord, you're not going to operate.
Right.
Jumping down to verse 24. He that has small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that has much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
You see that? I'm saying you out on the highways and byways every day. You bringing it out every day. You know what I'm saying? But you a horrible brother. Read that again. You know what I'm saying? I would say that one precept that you know, I would say just like we read earlier. It said, look, treat people like you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? You fulfill the law by not being a hoe-ass nigga, man. Go ahead.
Sirach 19 and 24. He that has small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that hath much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
That's what I'm saying, man. You got too much going on from the so-called leadership on down, man. You see? But then you got a man with a healthy fear of the Lord that know, look, I'm just gonna treat my brothers like I want to be treated. That's more high value, you know what I'm saying, than coming up with your own congregation and having all this blood on your hand and all these lives at stake.
Right. You got to be appreciating what he's been given. You know, proud of the things he created. The Lord will justify the one with small understanding. Because with that small understanding, at least he has sense enough to fear the Lord.
Right. You understand
Be
that?
mindful. Being mindful goes a long way. People aren't mindful.
Be mindless.
Like people will be like it'll be a long line on light is red. People just blowing their horn. Clearly I can't somebody in front of me, but what do you want me to do? Fly?
That's what I'm saying, but it ain't like you can go around instead of honk. You're gonna honk your horn because that's all you can do. No, you can just sit there and wait.
They like vision. They're not looking down the field, so to speak.
Right. It's just the emotion that they can't move makes them so irritated they have to react.
Yes.
And that's how people have been programmed, man. Led by the flesh, man.
They're 100% moved by the flesh. They don't make decisions based off of anything besides how they feel.
You're gonna have a hard life if you don't want nobody ever being in front of you. Like you setting yourself up for a hard life. Like, come on, man. You know, and then you get all emotional behind it. You got this road rage thing going. You know, now you done got shot in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Because you honked at the person. I was like, you don't know what's going on in that car in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know what type of person that is.
Man.
These people are crazy.
I'm telling you. What's that? The love of many shall wax cold. That word goes into psycho. You see, these people are tripping. You know, they're in you for no reason.
There was a movie that came out on Netflix like 2 weeks ago called Beef. There's a whole movie about road rage. It stayed in the top 10 for like weeks. The reason being because people related to it. Because they sympathize with the movie, the people acting that way.
Man.
A spiritual person doesn't sympathize with that shit. Like you said, you don't know who's in that car. Even as a kid, I would think to myself, maybe somebody had in there having a baby. Like you don't know, you just don't know what's going on. But you gotta have people lack patience, they lack foresight, they lack proper judgment.
That's why if you fear the Lord, if you get into the scripture, it says, if you're apostle, be at peace with all men.
Right.
So we should remember that, you know, to operate. These people, they don't fear the Lord, so he doesn't give them that understanding. And so now they're putting out all this bad hate and being assholes. But that's when you get shot because you put all this
We limited it to getting shot today. You know? Everybody getting shot.
Pow! It can't be destroyed, it can only be transferred. So you transferred all this negative energy to another person.
Right. You're not considering that it can come back.
On life. When they ran into the nigga that stole Eddie Murphy money. He said, look, if you done stole the roll mother, now look at your ass out here bleeding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it go.
You know, I seen I'm at work the other day, I seen the dude, he got mad at somebody driving slow right in front of the person, they cut them off. The person had to stop on their brakes. You know that person had a baby in the car? They was tending to the baby. But you so damn enraged that you could have caused
Yeah, they interrupted your route to wickedness.
Right. And they taking these psych meds and they're just on the loose.
Yeah.
And drugs are legalized now, so these people are driving around, you know, crazy. Walk the hell out of their mind.
White cheek.
And you gotta depend on this nigga to stay in one lane on the freeway. Right.
Yeah.
You gotta depend. This is what you said. You gotta depend on this nigga to stay in that one line the whole goddamn time. Impossible. So there's a tow truck company waiting to get the call for a wreck. This is a chaotic environment, man. This is the devil the Bible speaks of. This is the results of his foolishness. Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you got a vehicle that weighs 3,000 pounds, so you just high out of your mind.
I said, man, it's not so much of a damn devil. I was like, the speed limit 70, but your car go 160.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog, damn.
And he'll sit there, he'll sit on the side of the road waiting. He knows it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
While the pedophile's running free, he's sitting on the side of the road with a big ass kid.
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah. Guys, they got him covered.
Oh man. And even when you see those lights, there's a spirit that comes on you. When you ain't even do nothing. It's like, damn, oh shit.
Turn the radio down.
That's witchcraft.
Yeah.
That blue and red, that does something to the mind, man. These are the high level witches, man. You gotta go. Anybody who's banking on this society continuing to go, you gotta go. You're a part of the problem, man. This definitely got to be taken down.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
This is Isaiah 59 and 14. It says, the judgment is turned away backward, and justice standing afar off. For truth is falling in the street, and equity cannot enter.
Truth is falling, man. To stand on the truth and be an upstanding man, especially if you're a straight Israelite man, your viewpoint, your wants, your needs, your standards are trashed upon. Basically, with this whole red pill thing, you just got men basically giving their standards. This is what we want. Let's hear what the men think. And when the men say what they think, it's automatically shame.
Like, basically, I'm not just going to accept any.
Right. But you can say, I don't want a guy who's 5'10", he gotta be 6'2". You can have your standards. But when a man has standards, this world is, you're automatically programmed to reject that, called a stupid, misogynist. It's like, well, no. This is, what the fuck? I'm me. This is what I want. Right. You can have what you want. There's plenty of people out there for you and your thing. This is what I want. Who hurt you? It's like, damn.
He's my friend, fool.
So in this world, truth is falling, man. What was once looked at as the head of a nation and society is now a big joke. Men are just like, just big horny dildo heads. That's how this world views men.
Big time sense too.
And it leads to the end of society. That's what happened in ancient Rome.
Yo,
Can I read this scripture real quick? This Habakkuk 1 and 4. It says the law, this is in the GNT. It says the law is weak and useless. And justice is never done in this society. Evil people will get the better of the righteous.
Right.
And so justice is perverted.
Right, like Hunter Biden. How's he free?
How?
he's somewhere on the drug den.
And all of his sons, and that family is a bunch of scoundrels. Okay? But they're just showing you just the tip of the iceberg. These devils are a bunch of troublemakers. They have the power to just go throughout the earth and just ruin everything.
Yeah.
They got money to buy people out and just hijack societies, nations.
Well, they control the narrative.
Right.
Wherever you go, this devil controls the media is spellcasting. So that's why, you know, the Hunter Biden thing happens. People, they got the laptop, then they don't got it. But then they put up a Kim Kardashian story and everybody just somehow forgets
Right.
this thing is being witnessed.
Right.
That Biden is, you know, what's the word?
Smoking crack, doing a threesome.
Yeah, doing all that, but his dad he's involved with the funneling of the money. You know what I mean? Which was it was going into how it was illegal. But everybody forgets about this, and all of a sudden it's just a celebrity story in front of the face. This devil controls the narrative to where nobody gets justice. So that's why we can't depend on this society for justice. We got to depend on Yahweh Shah return. That's when we get justice. That's when things are made right. You know?
He should come with healing in his way.
Right.
Now Jacob thought that Esau was going to give him reparations. And it's just like, I don't know what will make you niggas
turn it down.
like, what will make you niggas really believe? Like Jake was at the court, like saying we need this amount. Like they were seriously believing that Esau was going to say that you was going to get some money.
Probably having a revival at the church on the prayer meetings. They thought it was gonna go.
Yeah, they were having prayer meetings.
Yeah. Nigga stood up and say, nah, fam.
That's where y'all fucked up when y'all prayed, man. Once y'all prayed, it was over. It was over. Niggas come together and pray. All these bad, evil, foul, stupid, demonic spirits coming together and praying. That's where y'all lost. Y'all should have just left it for what it is. Maybe the Lord would have gave it to you, dumb niggas.
Them niggas gave $30 billion in Ukraine the next week.
Right. Right. They never have money for anything to help you niggas, but when it comes time for war, all these crazy inventions that they're investing in, technology, all of this billions and hundreds of millions of dollars just pops up. And you niggas thought, get that Sirach 13? Sirach 13 chapter?
I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
That's one of them Wakanda bitches. Yeah. That didn't make the set. She just kept her look like, fuck, keep this. Rich man. Right.
Sirach 13 and 1. He that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him.
Right.
Burden not thyself above thy power while thou livest,
Right.
and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself.
Right. And you enter into a political field, you become a Democrat, you become a Republican, you become a Christian, you become anything Esau puts out there, you follow it. And you're burdening yourself. Go ahead.
For how agree the kettle and the earthen pot together? For if the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. The rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threatened it withal.
Right. Esau then got caught doing wrong time after time, yet he's threatening you. He's telling you, you're making me uncomfortable. Yeah. Like he did all of this wickedness, yet he's threatening the people with hate speech and crime, all of this stuff. You're in the wrong.
Stop with some conspiracy theories.
Right. Right.
Yeah, he doing that shit like a mug.
And people have been trained up from a child to call it a conspiracy theory.
Right.
That's a conspiracy theory. They're trained to say that. And ask him what does conspiracy mean? What you doing? Right, what you right. That's the perfect answer. Right after gulping down a big McDonald's fish sandwich. Okay, that's the answer. With a big orange juice.
Man. Oh, man.
High C. A big 40-year-old nigga drinking high C. Go ahead.
Punch too, yeah. It says, the poor is wrong, and he must entreat also.
Right, the poor is wrong, but they gotta beg. The poor is wrong, but Jake is still begging. After all that happened to Jake, Jake still is begging. Like,
Kyrie Irving apologizing, man.
like, come on, you apologize for tweeting something.
Yeah.
Niggas tweet shit every day, B. Like, goddamn. They stopped the whole world over a tweet.
They did.
But all of these Catholic priests get caught doing all of this evil, and it's just like, oh, they always do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the attitude towards it.
What about all these dudes getting shot by the cops? You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't gave Jake shit.
They got choked out on the train.
You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm saying you can't. You know what I'm saying? This nigga put a tweet about some shit he didn't even watch.
Right.
Posted it.
They stopped the whole world. I was saying
No
four
commentary,
niggas get shot in a week. Nothing. Yeah, I would say they ain't gonna say Al Sharpton show up. They ain't gave this nigga no money.
Right, and
You
then Ben
know what I'm
Crump
saying?
shows up.
Yeah.
Ben Crump, every nigga that get killed, Ben Crump jumps out of the tree.
Man.
They're like, who is this?
Oh, man.
Hey, he look like Ben. Ben Crump.
That's great.
And when listen to, go like type up a Ben Crump speech. He he's really kind of like, you know, what Jake is through. You know, but damn, like, this nigga like a retarded attorney just popped up on all of the cases.
Aliens chasing, man.
America is weird, man. Like, where the fuck this nigga come from? Every nigga case, he's like on the case.
Popping up, bro. Yeah, I feel all he tweeted hard.
That nigga belongs to 90s.
Southside.
Yeah, he tripping. Go ahead.
Sirach 13:4. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee.
As you be for his profit, he shall use you. He just got on the This nigga been fucking
He got his wife off cross.
See, we were just talking about that. These drugged up people, the vehicles the Lord showed it to them. We were just talking about that.
Bro, he could barely walk across the whole road.
But then you on the freeway, and you look to the right, this nigga looking you in your eye. That nigga.
He looked like he was about to fall or something. Oh, man.
Completely gone. That was crazy. If y'all see the stuff we're witnessing out here, like, this is getting crazy out here, man.
Like them brothers in DC say he dribbling, man. Yeah. This is Sirach 13:4. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee.
Right, for his campaigns, he promised you all these packages. He's got a pen in his hand saying, we're going to do this or that. And when it's all said and done, you lose.
Right.
Okay, they hopped over you niggas and liberated the alphabet people.
Yeah.
They ain't give you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans anything better. They liberated the alphabet people.
Yeah. Right. Transformed.
Right. The people who took the rainbow, the people who took the rainbow, which was the covenant the Lord made with Noah, that he wouldn't flood the earth no more, and used it for an agenda that goes against the scriptures, man.
Right. Yeah,
And
that's
now
the
you gonna
symbol-
force it on my child?
Yep. Yeah, they're the symbol of civil rights.
Right.
You know?
Right. They're the only people who have a right right now.
Yeah. Nobody else gets rights.
Right. People who transgress the law. A person who wakes up one day and says, I don't want to be a man. Changes himself into a man. And then goes and competes against women in sports, jumping higher than everybody, running faster than
Breaking
everybody,
all the records.
breaking all the records.
Well, how dare you say, like, I want more than one woman?
Right. Right.
You're going to be the worst thing since sliced bread.
Right. You ain't gonna have no rights.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't gonna get no goddamn rights saying I want multiple wives. But if you say I want multiple monkeys, you can march up and down the street with your body painted in half, one color, and people will respect you for your right, man. That's what came with following Joe Biden for you niggas. And you were crying for Joe Biden. You would think Jesus Christ was coming out of the sky.
said, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you ain't black.
Right.
He
Like
said it.
Jake
He said
was
it.
black.
That's why they didn't vote for him.
And then you ask Jake, why are they so mad at Trump? He's rude. Well, nigga, ain't Lil Wayne? All Trump is nothing but a nigga.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, orange nigga.
And all of the niggas that you uphold, and all of your rappers, and all of these icons that you uphold in this world are the same thing. They talk about killing niggas. To hell with Trump, but I'm like, why are niggas programmed to be so mad? It's like a deep anger. And I'm like,
So they've been told to.
they've been told to. But Biden's cool. You should be equal. You should be even more mad.
That's why I said he doubled down. He doubled down on the Obama administration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Men are winning Woman of the Year awards. That's where we are. Go ahead.
Sirach 13:5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee.
Right.
Yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it.
Right. When you allow Esau, when you make a covenant with death, as we've been going into, listen, eventually you lose. And all of these jakes who went out into this world and tried to get their little money and live without the fear of the Lord, look at all Marvin Gaye, Richard Pryor, Martin, all of them. Gone. All of your so-called greats died broke, destitute. Marvin Gaye, oh my goodness. Red Fox. But Marvin Gaye was one of the worst cases when you look at how he went
His
out.
family going after everybody that like trying to sample
Right.
any part of his music.
Right.
They understand.
Completely lost. All of them who went and made a covenant with death and got their little money. It never worked out in the end. It never worked out.
Run out of money.
Right. The curse coming in and curse going out. Because when you have money, there's nothing wrong with having money, but the scary part about it, if you don't fear the Lord and you got money, ooh, that's dangerous.
Makes you become a bigger nigga. You neither poverty nor rich.
Right. Go ahead.
They that be rich get you into temptation.
Temptations.
Right. Filter now, baby.
But you got access to do any wickedness, so you think that.
Whatever.
Non-stop.
And you're not burdened with 8 hours a day of work like that.
You can get it in all.
You can just all the time is yours.
Set your fingertips. There's no restraint and no fear.
Yeah.
That darkness
That's
is
the
great.
thing. And Esau is that individual. He has the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above, but he don't fear the Lord. He has no mind to the law, statutes, and commandments, and that's why the earth is in disarray, decay, stinks, it's nasty, it's filthy, it's disease everywhere. Because there's a cancer that's been planted in the earth, man.
Sirach 13:6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee.
If he have need of you, he will deceive thee. And that's all these politicians be doing. So you niggas really thought that Esau was gonna lay around there and give each of you niggas $1.2 million. And you actually went to vote for this shit. Now, as I always say, if I wake up and there's a $200,000 nigga inheritance deposited in my account, because you a nigga, we give you there's your reparation. Hey, I'm gonna spend this shit.
Yeah, that's great. Of course, people gave it to you, like the brother just said, the dollar crashed the next day.
Right. Yeah. But what they're gonna do, right? What they're gonna do is give Jake the chip, the Faragma. And they're gonna put an amount of money on it, and that's gonna be in line with that reparation.
Yep. It's not gonna work in your favor.
Again, they're just dangling a hot link in your face and withdrawing it before you get to it.
They're gonna incentivize you.
They kept doing you like that.
Right.
They've been doing you like that, especially the Democratic Party. Remember the New Deal?
FDR.
Wasn't that this promise? How they're going to invest in the African American community? What happened?
They're gonna incentivize the see here, so to speak. Introductory. If you get this, you're gonna automatically get 1.5 million on it, man. It's gonna incentivize our people to take it.
Right, because they're basically to enter into the new world they're setting up. They're gathering all of the resources of the earth to themselves. Okay, so the average person, they're in debt. So that one thing alone will reset your debt. But you have to take this corrupt. The average person
Why not?
Yeah, and we'll start you over with 15,000, you know, to depending on your status or whatever, to 200 something digital currency on this chip.
And an 800 credit rating.
Right. Start over fresh. Now from this point, if you jaywalk, if you do this, you're gonna be on this grid now.
Yeah.
We're gonna be watching everything you do. So you get into that, it's gonna be another form of enslavement.
You got a felony, that just get erased off.
Right. We're gonna take away your child support. Well, what is the nigga gonna do? Right. Can't play that.
Yeah. Don't let you out of see up and think that you're an Israelite. There's some Israelites that think.
Right.
Don't let you out of see up and mention that you're Israelite, your social credit score is going to go to shit.
Right. And then they're going to be able to, pretty much anybody who don't want to get down, they're going to be able to declare them the enemy of the state. And they're going to be able to starve people out. And that's when faith is going to be required. When basically you can't depend on Babylon to eat no more. Like right now you used to, how do you eat? Most of us go to the store. Well, they're going to cut that option off. So then you're going to have to come to the Lord going to have to feed you. And you're going to have to believe.
Right? I was saying we've been told through the prophecies that these things is going to come up.
Right.
See, what manner of man are you to be knowing that these things are going to happen? We can't all say we catching our hell now.
Right.
You know, we catching our hell now, so we don't have to catch that literal fire. You know.
Right. Right. If we should judge ourselves, we should not be judged with the world. That's what this grace period is for, man. For us to get it right, you know? Walk by faith into immortality. That's what Yahushua did. His job when he came, his sacrifice was to be an atonement for the sins, starting with the elect, and eventually that would lead to the whole nation of Israel. With that, he gave the Holy Spirit to the elect. Okay? To hope for what's to come. And ultimately, we're walking by faith. This is our sacrifice. He had his sacrifice, now we have ours. And both came with some very uncomfortable conditions. And he knew what he had to do. When Yahushua was on earth, he knew that he had to give my life. We know what we got to go through. That they're setting up a system contrary to the Bible, but we're preaching the Bible.
We've been made afraid.
Right, and wherever you look, there's Edomites making videos against the Hebrew Israelites. They're responding to the Hebrew Israelites now. So it's only so long before there's an accusation, all right, declared nationally, along with the right, crisis. They have what is called an infodemic, to where the spread of particular information is now infectious. We have the right to stop these people, right? It's an infodemic. Certain information is dangerous to people's lives. People are killing themselves because of this. People are being radicalized by internet prophets. Boom. Then what? You're going to have faith. Right? You're going to have to believe in something. Because it's the hour in temptation for a reason.
And that's really all. That's going to be your primary weapon that you need to survive during that time. It's faith, right? Because the scriptures tell you that that's the only way to keep you sleeping. That's why the question is posed: will he find faith when he returns upon the earth?
Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world.
Everybody gonna have to deal with it, man. Everybody gonna have to be deal with it. Everybody gonna have to deal with it. And it's been, I was like, and the Lord showing us in advance. You see, that's what I'm saying. He said He gonna keep you in those times. Go ahead.
To try them that dwell upon the earth.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody gonna have to deal with it. That all means all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That all is talking about the whole planet, man. Everybody gonna have to deal with it. That was they want to spread this across the whole planet, man. You see, if you ain't with it, you out of there. You see? Revelation 13, 14, 15, 20. All that's gonna be in your face, bro. You know what I'm saying? We already see it. We already see it. And you got all these other people talking about it ain't this, it ain't that, it could be this, it possibly that, I don't know, and y'all lying. It's gonna be in your face. And you gonna know. And what you gonna do? You either gonna buckle, you know what I'm saying? Or you gonna man up. There ain't no in between. You know, you ain't gonna be able to cut it out. Nah, man. The scripture don't say those things, man. We're preaching the victory over that shit.
Isaiah 10:20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord.
We will no longer lean on Esau. And that's really why they're mad. We don't look to them for the answers. All right, that shit is so 90s. When you thought the white man was the greatest thing going, you looked at him as innocent, you know, like, this is the standard of life, this is what it means to be a man. He didn't like it, so that's what the shades on.
Even with the comedians, they were like, man, you gotta make sure you get your white friends, man. You gotta make sure. Nah, man, nah. They gonna eat you, man.
Right, take a picture with that rod on your forehead and shit while you sleep.
Man,
that's how they play.
Butt cheeks.
They play together. Yeah, they're very strange. And when niggas get around them, the result is the ugly sweater contest. Right. The nigga will show up with an ugly sweater trying to be around Esau. And then there's this tacky interaction to where the nigga is over laughing. It's just like
they taking shots at you right in your face.
Trying to feed you.
Right.
There's always this power play.
Right.
It's like this sarcastic,
Sodomitish humor.
Yeah, it's just this tone of they're trying to show their dominance over you in a subtle way.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Now go ahead and freestyle, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Look. It's one of those songs you guys do.
right.
But shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. The remnant's not going to succumb to that shooting and then see it.
Hell no.
They're not going to worry about Esau. The remnant is going to tell Esau to go F himself.
Right.
I'd rather take death.
Right.
Because that they'll be careful in the hour of temptation.
Right.
And then that standard which we lifted up.
Right. The Lord said he have set 7,000 men which were chosen from the foundation of the earth to not bow the knee to the image of the law.
What's that? The Maccabees. You know what I'm saying? You had Eleazar, who was an elder in Israel, that was like, you know what, man, I've had a good report all this time. I'm not going to mess it up now because I fear the Lord.
It wasn't even important that they was going. They was like, we wanted to have it as the appearance, but he was like, nah.
They said just make it look like he did. And then his mind frame was like, one, I'm not going to ruin my reputation. Two, I'm not going to cause the rest of the people to go off because they thought I did. Now that's love.
That's the stain on his legs.
That's the love. When I think about love, that's what it looks like.
He said he volunteered to go to the torment, man.
He wasn't just thinking about himself.
He had to be that example. And that remnant during the time of the Maccabees ended up being a high holy day. You know what I'm saying? I said the Lord delivering us from our enemies comes up constantly. And that's what our high holy days always revolve around. The Lord delivering us from somebody from the heathen, man. And you see, and this time right here ain't gonna be no different. As a matter of fact, it's gonna be even more glorious because it's the last time He's gonna have to deliver us from the heathen. You know?
Can I read this really quick in the GNT? This is the first Maccabees 2:49. He was talking about those holidays during that time and all that. This is the mindset they had. When the time came for Matthias to die, he said to his sons, "These are the times of violence and distress. Arrogant people are in control and have made us an object of ridicule."
You see the legacy he left for his sons? You see? They were the remnant of that time.
Yeah.
You see? They was trained up in the way that they should go. So when Esau came with his madness, they was like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? If you got to kill us, kill us. We'll be back.
Right.
And you will too.
Right.
And you gonna get yours.
And
you know?
that sacrifice led to us having at least a remnant at the time of Yahweh Shai so that he could pick from. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
That was big. You know what I'm saying? Because that eventually the Maccabees, the Hasmonean dynasty, and then eventually when Yahweh Shai comes on the scene, there's still a standing temple. We still got some of the, Jason with the customs. It's because of,
This.
That's right. That's right.
Verse 50. But you, my sons, like he's talking to us right now, must be devoted to the law and ready to die to defend the Most High's covenant with our ancestors.
That's what I'm saying. So that situation what we just talked about with Eleazar, that might be your situation. You might be all on your own when you go through something like that. Or it could be a situation like in chapter 7, in 2 Maccabees, where you with a group. You know what I'm saying? They done snatched up the whole camp. You know?
Yep.
But it's an example of both. Whether you with your, or whether you by yourself or with your brethren, you're gonna have to go through that hour of temptation.
That's right.
Okay?
Trial. Verse 51, remember what our ancestors did and how much they accomplished in their day. Follow their example, and you will be rewarded with great glory and undying fame.
You will be the elect of this time.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I want to jump down, because it gives you all the examples of different men of the Lord and faith days, you know, different. But I want to jump down to verse...
Fame. Said fame.
Yeah, undying fame.
Undying fame. So that means in the kingdom,
Yeah.
ain't nobody gonna be looking for Penny Hardaway,
No. Right.
Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson. Like, nobody gonna be looking for them.
They're going to look for the elect.
They're gonna be looking for the elect. Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. Like nobody gonna give a damn about that. You know?
Yeah. We'll jump down to 61. It says, take each of these ancestors of ours as an example. And you will realize that no one who puts his trust in the Lord will ever lack strength. Don't be afraid of the threats of a wicked man. Remember that he will die, and all his splendor will end with worms feeding on his decaying body.
Right. So Esau boasting and all of this, talking about if you don't do this, you can't eat. To hell with you. You didn't create food. You just have control in this time, but your control is limited. You can't stop the physical connection the temple has, the Most High has with his temple through Yahweh Shai. And see, that's why Esau always knew he had to get that temple out of him. He figured once he did that, we'll never come back. The Lord built a spiritual temple. Right?
Verse 63, today he may be highly honored, but tomorrow he will disappear.
Right.
His body will return to the earth, and his scheming will come to an end.
Right.
Going back to you mentioned him accusing us,
Right.
all the plots and ploys he got to separate us from our power.
Right.
That's coming, there's an expiration date on that. The same way there's an expiration date on us warning these people. You know?
Right. Yeah, the Lord, the prophets ain't gonna be out here forever. That's right. Like there's another glory. We go from glory to glory. The glory we have now is the receiving of the Holy Spirit. You know, we have comfort in knowing the blood covers us.
Yeah.
The brotherhood. We can now, we're in the driver's seat, we just walk in the Spirit. And it's going to be the faith of the elect that's going to justify them. The elect are going to be programmed not to bow the knee, and that's to victory. All right? When you get Revelation 15, somebody get that? Revelation 15, start at 1.
Revelation 15 and 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up with the wrath of the Most High.
So you have Revelation 13, the issuing forth of the Karama. Revelation 14, the sacrifice of the elect singing a new song telling you not to take the Karama.
The judgment that comes from
And
taking.
then, yep, and the judgment that comes to taking. And then you got Revelation 15, which is the result.
Right.
We're going to see whose sacrifice is accepted.
Yeah.
Because all Esau is doing is a sacrifice. Cain had a sacrifice, right? This is Esau's sacrifice is what he's offering up, trying to get this new world order popular. The Lord is going to reject that. Because it's not based upon the sacrifice required.
Continuing on.
Sacrifice. Sirach 34 and 18. He that sacrifices of a thing lawfully gotten, his offering is ridiculous. And the gifts of unjust men are not accepted.
Yeah, the Lord ain't going to accept Esau's sacrifice. It's all predicated on sin, rape, robbery, murder, stinks. The Lord likes good smell, man.
So going back to the sacrifice that Cain presented.
Right.
It wasn't acceptable.
Right, where he offered up fruit. Now, they have this vegan Bible to where they're rewriting the Bible and they're taking out the harm of animals. People using sheep, animal skin for, clothing and Cain all over again. Because Cain offered up a vegan sacrifice. The Lord don't require a vegan sacrifice. It had to be blood.
Blood sacrifice.
Right. Right. That's right.
The Most High is not pleased with the offerings of the wicked, neither is he pacified for sin by the multitude of sacrifices.
Right. So let's read Revelation 15, the result of the, because after when you read Revelation 14, after the new song is sung, the reaper comes. Yeah. Judgment. Yep. The elect is delivered up, the destruction. Okay? But the result of that is this. Go ahead.
Revelation 15:2. And I saw it as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire.
Right. John is seeing a vision of ultimately the chariot. So chariot is apparently going to be transparent because the scriptures talks about how we're going to see the fall of the wicked with our own eyes. So when we're beamed up, as the destruction is going on Babylon the Great, the elect are going to be brought through the fire, but ultimately we're going to have front row seats with new bodies to look at the judgment of what's happening on earth. Right, and you won't have these eyes. You're not going to be squinting, wondering if that was your teacher or no. You're going to know who each individual is. Oh, yeah, that bitch, yes. And you're going to witness the fall of your enemy, man. Esau. You're going to see the elites scurrying in the bunkers. That's what's going to be happening when we up on the chariot. Go ahead.
Revelation 15:2. And I saw it as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark.
So right there is written that the elect got victory over Chip. Because that demon will jump on you. What if they sneak it in my cereal?
Yes. Hey, yo.
So look, the elect ain't gonna get Chip, man. That's right. It's written, the Lord, that will go against his promise. Because once he gives you that charagma, he owns you. You become a trackable, patented, your own now.
You're in league with Satan.
His name is on you. That's why the name of the beast is associated with taking a charagma, because it's a marriage. By you getting that charagma, you're entering into his image. You're allowing him to put his name on you.
That's the consummation.
That's the
union.
union.
Right.
Yep.
He has dominion over your soul.
Right.
Yeah, he's your husband. He cut into you. He penetrated you. You know what I'm saying?
You're not a virgin.
That's right.
You're done.
Yep.
You know, but the Lord has already created a remnant of people who he's going to save from it. So that's the comfort. You get your mind so far gone in what ifs. You keep thinking what if, but what about what ifs?
Right.
That's written right here.
Right. About victory. Yeah. Victory is
That's
written.
a faithless vibration, the what if spirit.
Right.
That's a lack of faith, bro.
Right. And if you think like that, you just got to pray to the Lord for more faith. Don't think the Lord don't know those whack ass thoughts going on in your head.
Right.
Like, you address that, bro. Don't just try to walk around the earth. You lose it.
Man.
Faith on E. You doubting in the resurrection. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be
Right. The Lord, yeah, he knows that. So the best thing to do is just come clean. Lord, I need more faith. Help me, you know?
The Lord is offended by doubt.
When I'm in a whack spirit, I acknowledge it. Like, Lord, I'm watching too much folly. Music, like, okay, Lord, I ain't in the spirit.
YouTube videos.
Yep, put the spirit on. Watching Vlad TV, Red Pill. You just get in this funk.
You get in that zone, yeah.
Right. Illegally download albums, music, to the point where your goddamn hard drive is just full of music. You know, you don't even listen to shit.
Okay, you gotta delete some of this shit to make your lesson.
Yeah.
Not make me think about it.
Yeah, I go through that same shit.
Y'all go through that.
But you gotta pray to the Lord like, Lord, I'm whack right now. I'm not in the spirit. I'm not comfortable. I can't continue to
Get you back in the game, yeah.
get me back in the game. And he does that to us because we have to be subject to hope. He made it the creature subject to vanity so that we could be subject to hope. He wanted us to get this by faith, by fear, by obedience.
Right.
Right? And this is like a chastisement. As a son, we have to be chastised. Go ahead.
Revelation 15:2. And I saw it as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High.
Right.
And they sang the song of Moses, the servant of the Most
So
High.
they're going to be singing the song of Moses, which there's 3 songs of Moses, right? But when you go to Exodus the 15th chapter, jump there real quick, Scott. We'll close out. So they're going to be, when we're on a chariot, we're going to be singing the song of Moses. Go ahead.
It says, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord, power almighty.
Well, just imagine you in a new body. Whoa! You're going to be like, damn! Like, we finished our course. Like, we finished. Like, damn! And we don't know, and it's gonna be like at the beginning all over again. We're gonna be like, I know exactly. We don't know.
We got snatched out of a bad dream.
The whole time.
It's all gonna come together, man.
Ah man, hey, I was watching this show. It's the show on Apple, some shit. Apple called Silent. You know what I'm saying? And destruction has happened, but it's 144 years down the line. You know what I'm saying? It's 144 years down the line. They still in the silo telling people that it's all still destroyed outside and all that. And the show is pretty much, it looks like it's going to move into the direction of the world. They lying. You know what I'm saying? Outside is beautiful and everything. You know what I'm saying? But you always talk about how, I wonder how long we're going to be in on the chariot. How long it's going to be when we come back down to New Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying?
In earthly years. Time will change for us.
Right.
So in earthly years or time, how long are we gonna be up there? You know, we know in part prophesying.
Yeah, but they got like fucking thousands of people living in a silo. You know what I'm saying? Scared to go outside, thinking they're gonna get burnt up or radiation gonna get them or whatever destruction was. They haven't told you what the destruction is yet, but you know that everybody living in this silo because of the destruction.
People that's lying know it's nice outside.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's the direction it looked like it's going.
Yeah. See, his family needs to take a full to
Change his diet, man.
You got to change your diet. You got inflammation.
Yeah.
Something, and usually it's your diet. When you listen to your body, you can see when you feeling sluggish. You gotta start. You gotta whenever you feel off, you gotta be like, what did I eat? And a lot of times, eliminating that or lessening it, sometimes.
It never crossed their mind when they got a headache because of this bullshit.
Jake ain't finna do no 3-day water fast.
Bro, I went through allergies my whole life, and my parents never came to the conclusion maybe I should eat something. Like if you see your son eat something and it looks well, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, you don't need to eat that.
You're gonna show them some love and be like, let me be concerned and figure out, can I help fix this? Or goddamn.
That's crazy.
Bro, slow, you turning blue and shit.
Right.
You're going to get in seconds.
Right.
Give them some good air.
You ain't going to bed until you finish this.
Give him some 7-Up.
Sprite fix everything. Sprite is like the cure to cancer
7-Up.
amongst the Negro community. Sprite.
I used to get whippers all the time, but not eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not eating.
Let's go.
I'll beat the shit out of me and I'm 8. Like, yeah.
Yeah, let's read that. The Song of Moses. We got it.
It's Exodus 15:1. Right, it reads, Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, we have triumphed gloriously. The horse and its rider hath he thrown into the sea.
Right. That's victory. That's when Pharaoh was drowned. So we're going to be singing that same victory on the chariot.
Victory lap singing the song.
And who's the horse and his rider this time? The red horse. Who's been given a grace for it. Revelation 6. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 2. The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation.
Right. So we're going to be up on the chariot singing that in that same spirit. Because this time, fire is going to come. That time, Pharaoh and his army were flooded. This time, the chariots are going to cast down all of Esau's inventions and all of that. It's going to lose.
All his missiles,
Right.
missile defense systems, all that.
Right.
He is my power, and I'll prepare him in habitation, my Father's power, and I will exalt him.
Right. Right. My Father's power. Yeah. My Father's power.
Right now.
Because who led the children of Israel out of Egypt? The angel, the Most High sent Yahweh Shai. So with that, hopefully I edified with them all. Praise to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone, peace and salutations to the elected. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was. Oh yeah. As soon as he said it, I was like, yep.